Okay, as you can see, this is a map of the world, so I won't go into that. I assume you know what the map of the world is in the 21st century, 2014. A few months ago, I've made a video about siren worship in ancient and present-day Europe, in which I've talked about Olisipo, which today is Lisbon, about Athena, which today is Athens, and about the Scandia Insulae, which today are the islands of Denmark. And in those three places you had the worship of sirens. And by the way, even until today, Lisbon, or Lisboa in Portuguese, is called Rainha do Mar, means Queen of the Sea. So siren worship is still going on over there. So what I want to talk about in this video are the so-called sacred places. The reason I say sacred, because they're not sacred for me, they're only sacred for pagans. Anyway, a sacred place, in short, is often a temple or a shrine in a mountain area to where pagans used to go and call upon demons, evil spirits, and to make bargains with evil spirits. You see? And those places are also called high places, because not as Hollywood portrays, you see, demon spirits don't know everything, they're not gods, they can't be everywhere at the same time. So in the world, pagans used to build those sacred altars, often on high places in mountains or on hills, a few below, to where the priests would go, and the witches would go just to meet the evil spirits. Okay? So I've been to Kyoto in Japan, and in Kyoto you have the Inari Shrine, which is also a very concentrated place for evil spirits. Besides that, you have the China Wall. At certain places there's also a high place. You have the pyramids in Egypt. You have Crimea. Here you used to have underwater pyramids built by the Greeks. Rome is one of them. Olisipo, I just mentioned that. London, Dorsetshire, which was called by Latins Turnovaria. You have certain other cities in Ireland which were also Roman military colonies. Besides that, you had Cusco, which was built later by the Inca pagans. And you had certain high places also with the Native Americans. The kingdom Califia, which today we call California, was also one of them. I don't know the ancient name of Mexico City, but that was one also. Just to be short, high places are often temples and shrines built by pagans where they used to go and call upon demon spirits, which you call the gods, which aren't the gods at all. And today you still have those high places, but some of them are not used as high places anymore. Some of them became tourist monuments. But don't be mistaken, guys, those high places still exist, and I want to reveal one thing. For example, the Angkor Wat, which is in Cambodia, is one of them. I'm using the Angkor Wat only as an example, okay? I'm not claiming to know everything, okay? But this can apply to more of those sacred places. Those men you see walking around as monks or as priests, they're not what they appear to be. Those men have the ability to astral project because of their possession. So if they want to, for example, go from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to Paramaribo in Suriname, they don't need to catch a plane or anything. They would just concentrate and they would leave out of their body from space and go over there. That's the power they suck from those evil spirits around them. Or they could teleport, so transport their atoms from one place to another, so they could just switch to another place. And such men would also often stalk, tourists that come around that have a certain potential, because they all are also actively searching for human sacrifices and all of those things. I need to share this because many people are willingly ignorant, or let me say, many people are ignorant and they believe that they are wise, and they're not. You see, those sacred places still exist, and if you're on a holiday or on a vacation somewhere, I'm not restricting your freedom from visiting certain places, just remember, certain places, better think twice before visiting them, because, not everyone will be happy to receive you, and some will receive you, but with a bad intention. Okay, well, I'm not sure if I need to tell more. Oh, there's just one more thing, guys. You see, I've already explained in one of my videos quite time ago that evil spirits have the ability to influence weather patterns. You see? And believe it or not all weather patterns worldwide are natural. You see? In ancient Europe, you used to have witch queens. Those were psychopathic females that were completely sold out. They were often also married with a demonic spirit, literally, as they had a sexual union with the evil spirits, and they could suck so much power from those demon spirits that they could even influence the weather patterns. That's where Matriarchy comes from. You see, that was the political system in many places in ancient Europe, and it remained in England and Ireland, and a domain of a witch queen was called a shire in England. So you have Dorsetshire, Yorkshire, there those names come from, and those shires were all often centered around an ancient Roman military colony. In Ireland you have the same system, and I believe I've watched a testimony of a former witch king, which revealed that also in the United States they've imported that system from ancient Europe, in which psychopathic females were dominating political systems. It wasn't in all ancient Europe, but at many places. So, all this now, and remember, the only way you can overcome such wickedness is by the name of the Lord Jesus and by the blood that is shed for us at Calvary. There's no other way around. Okay, may His grace be with you, and be blessed. I'm done.